live stream, but there's some other stuff we're gonna show off
The judging
first.
panel.
Yeah, this is the judging panel. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Vivek. I work in the research team.
I'm Harold. I also work in the research team.
I'm Chris. Yeah, work on production and comms. So here we are. We're in the research office today, and there's some pretty exciting stuff going on at research.
Yeah, we can also start with Vivek, if you want to talk about what you're working on with the bank roads.
Yeah, I'm working on the bank roads problem. So the problem is when you're in a turn, it's usually, the road is usually has a bank, right? So this is, you might have studied it in physics problems where, you know, the vehicle should not slip off the road, so there is a bank. Because of this, the amount of steering you need to give to achieve the same sort of degree of turn is different if it was a straight road versus if it was, you know, a banked road. So the result that we see in OpenPilot is if you're on a banked road and you're turning, you tend to typically overcut, which is you go into the turn, which is not desirable. So
yeah, this is especially true on laneless. If you guys have been driving laneless, you'll notice that that's a big problem with laneless still. It'll cut the turns a little bit too much. And yeah, I think that's one of the big things that laneless can still be improved on. So hopefully the next project will bring fruition soon, and that'll be improved in hopefully one of the next releases. Yeah, should we go through some? I can show some of the exciting stuff we've been working on here in research as well. These are our training graphs of the model that's going to be released in 0810.
Looks good. What are the, for someone who doesn't know like me, what's like the blue and what's the red line?
Oh, so this is
for everything.
We train a lot of outputs, so this is the loss for the entire model, and then just individual outputs. And so loss is kind of some cost, right? So you want to keep that minimal. It's basically how accurate it is in predicting the ground truth in a variety of situations. And I mean, in this case, it's mostly just like path and lane lines, like you can see in some of these images here. So the closer it matches the ground truth, path, and lane lines, the lower this value will become. So you can see here training over time. This model took, I think, a little over a day to train. You can see the plots going down. Difference being the red one's the validation, so that's what we test on. So 10% of your data gets separated into test cases, and then 90% is what we train on. You can see those two things being different here. Yeah.
Why do we have that initial spike over in the big loss?
Oh, this initial spike is, I mean, that's kind of a quirk of the type of loss function we use. We have we output multiple plans, so there's multiple hypotheses for the plans.
Oh, it takes longer now.
To spike?
Yeah.
Yeah, I changed the weighting quite a bit on this. That was one of the bugs that we fixed in this release.
Did you downweighted or upweighted it?
Upweighted it.
Huh.
So we downweighted this, and it was just sometimes picking garbage solutions. But yeah, so basically this is kind of like a competitive thing. The ground truth for this depends on the model, so it kind of changes throughout training. So this is kind of not the shape you normally see during training. I think we explained that a little bit better in some of the blog posts. The way these hypothesis models work is kind of a little bit more complicated. On the right here we have a new thing we're trying out. We thought maybe it'd be nice to explain some of the things we're changing in the release. So we wrote, we're still in the process of writing it, but we thought we'd write a little blog post explaining some of the big changes. Hopefully some people that are interested in the more detailed changes, but you know, don't want to read through the commits of OpenPilot can get something out of this.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Do you want to show the?
Oh, we can show our last innovation here in research is if you guys have seen some of our blog posts, you know, we use a simulator to train in, where here's kind of a simulator where you can move around left and right, forward and back. So now we're moving forward and back. It's actually taking different frames from the video. You can see that truck in the left moving. But with this latest one, if we now freeze the frame, we can, from the same frame, move around left, right, forward, back, and you can see it doesn't really look that distorted. It's a pretty good simulation. So this is some latest improvements we made.
That's thanks to Comma Pencil.
Comma Pencil is a big part of this. This is all this warping is based on the segnet. We use the segnet outputs, make some assumptions based on the depth of the road plane and just the depth of the surrounding, and you can see this beautiful reprojection. It's almost looks like GTA 5. Yeah, I think that's biggest updates from research.
It's pretty fast now, too.
Yeah, it's not bad.
We
Yeah.
trained someone?
Yeah, it's training now. It's twice slow in total, which is not too bad.
Well, we're getting a new office. We're getting a big data center.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big things happening.
Yeah, very exciting things. I think you guys will be excited about this latest release too. It's been about a month or something. We've gotten quite a few improvements in it. So
Yeah, if you look at the release notes, you'll just see like, you know, new driver monitoring models. So that's why we really wanted to kind of explain a bit more like what these things actually mean, because it's, you know, it's pretty cool. There's some cool little tricks we do. This is like mask augmentation, and then field of view of Comma 3 is starting to be used for the driver monitoring. So that's pretty cool. All right, do we want to go check out
let's do it. Let's do it.
the videos? Thank you all for submitting your awesome videos to the video contest. It means a lot. We love seeing content, love seeing people driving with OpenPilot and enjoying what we do. So definitely means a lot.
Sure.
Oh, ooh, we got
Let's check it out.
another thing to check out.
So I'm looking into training depth nets. So the Comma 3 has much better picture quality than the Comma 2. So we're hoping we can finally train unsupervised depth nets. And you can look at these 3 frames here, and you see how it's like 3 in a sequence. So
Yeah.
using just this picture, you can figure out the depth of all the objects in the scene. And this was never possible on Comma 2 data, because when you looked at the road on a Comma 2, it would just look kind of blurry. But this is Comma 3 data, and if you look at the road, look at that texture we can capture.
That's a lot of texture.
Yeah, so using this texture, we can figure out how far away the road is based on how the texture moves. And this is just a Google paper. Wow, look at that road texture.
Oh yeah.
Right? And the two is
So detailed.
blurry crap.
Other
Yeah.
people's skid marks will help us learn depth.
That's right.
That's cool. Another innovation coming down the pipe. Anything to say about the videos? You like community content? It's good.
Were we watching the videos, or is this one
Yeah.
of those things where it's like the Academy Awards where they know already who's going to win?
We already.
We know who's going to win?
We know who's gonna win.
It's like the Academy Awards. We have the envelope.
Yeah.
Mr. Peanut Butter loser.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, let's go.
Well, let's build the suspense anyway.
Yeah, we'll build the suspense.
Yeah, nobody knows.
They don't know who's gonna win yet.
I mean, we'll start with honorable mentions first of all. The first category we're gonna talk about, there's 2 categories, remember. First category was a general review of your Comma device, Comma 3. And the second category was laneless videos, showing off laneless. I mean, they can kind of overlap a bit. But anyway, here's honorable mention.
Wait, did this guy follow the turning the speed blue to turning the path blue?
He's just running a fork.
I see.
But yes, if you're in here, here's your
Pinoy.
video. Pinoy.
Quinoa?
Pinoy drives.
No, no.
Let's check it out. It's pretty cool.
Hi, that's me driving hands-free on my Subaru Forester.
You know, not many people use Subarus.
Yes, hands-free.
So this is cool.
Not that many. Just
I'm
small
using
percentage.
a
Wonder
level
which
2
TV the
driving
audio's
assist
coming out of.
device called Comma 3.
Oh, is it coming out of all
Let's
of
go
them?
back and show you what
Oh, it's coming out of the bottom one. Wow, look, it's a Comma 3.
Oh, that screen looks so nice.
Yeah, right? Such a
So
big
black.
screen.
Such
Woo.
deep black.
Oof.
The Comma 3 with OpenPilot software.
Comma 3.
Oh, you can
is
see
a level 2
the
driving assistance device. that
see
can
nature
control
around.
your vehicle.
Yeah.
That's a good device.
Yeah, that's a-
Oh, that would have been
yeah.
fun.
So what is OpenPilot?
But it's pretty comprehensive video. You know, it talks about what is OpenPilot. It talks about
Another cool
their experience with it. They even do some laneless drives in here, which is pretty cool. This is on like a laneless country road.
Oh yeah, I love laneless drives.
Yeah, laneless drives are great.
Yeah, you can see
So
that the car is going on the right side of the road.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
So it just knows like a human.
Like human.
But yeah, this is a great video. In Discord, I'm gonna post a playlist that has all the finalists in there, and you can all check out the videos. They're also all on our community videos tab on the YouTube channel.
We're
You-
quite impressed by all the late submissions.
Yeah, there's
half
quite a
the
few,
submissions were today or
quite a few
yesterday.
late submissions.
Procrastinators are always the best.
Yes. So, all right. Next up is a Let It Drive video. We like Let It Drive. Let It Drive's pretty cool. Whoa, we got a cookie? No way.
Homemade cookies.
Homemade. So this is pretty cool. We kind of broadened up the category of Common 3 review to just kind of be a general review of OpenPilot because some people don't yet have Common 3s. So
Wait, I thought this was a pay to win category.
we'll
Yeah.
No, pay to play.
pay to play. Yeah, the winner does have a Common 3, to be fair.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yes.
Gotta make sure it's pay to win. One category is pay to win, one category it's not.
That's right. So yeah, this guy's driven over 10,000 miles with OpenPilot, and he gives some.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a
10,000
lot,
is
right?
pretty cool.
We've driven
10,000.
10,000 miles with OpenPilot.
Wow, what percent of all the miles?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good
Oh,
contributor.
I've given probably 25.
I think I have too. Yeah.
Yes.
But you know what I like about this video is he has a whole section about things he wishes he understood better before he bought it. Things like torque limit, like car specific limitations. It's stuff that we don't communicate very well yet. So I mean, I think it's nice. We don't just want a review where you're just saying all these nice things about us and nothing critical at all.
Yeah, I
we
think
want-
I especially like the part where he did not know that the ACC was stock for a long time. So after he started using it,
Yeah.
he was confused why it wasn't.
Why wasn't getting better?
Yeah,
right?
why all the YouTube videos that he saw were so good, but then his car was not that great. So it was stock. So
Yeah.
it's
That's
good to know these
Yeah,
things.
no, it's not just about the good stuff. We want a clear, honest picture.
That's
People
right.
should know what they're getting into.
Yeah, so I think this video does a really great job of that, you know, providing some things you should know before you order, but then also saying how much he loves using OpenPilot. And
Was that a Civic Type R? You got
that was just B-roll, but but yeah.
He also has a shout out for our awesome support team.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, and the Discord. He
Yeah,
talks about the
oh, yeah,
Discord.
yeah, and the
talks
Discord,
about
yeah.
Eric in there.
Is this comma API? Or is this B-roll?
This B-roll. But yeah, you know, Let It Drive is great. We love Let It Drive. Does some really good stuff. So,
Wait, so he talks about whether he wants to buy a comma 3, and he decided he didn't want to buy a comma 3. Is that what?
he's saying you should buy a comma 3, but he's still chilling with his comma 2.
He's still waiting. He's happy with his comma 2.
Yeah.
I think he doesn't yet have the money to get a comma 3.
I see.
But,
That's good.
but yes,
I'm glad
he
he's
loves
trusting his thought
OpenPilot.
process.
So that's great. That's another honorable mention, and we'll have a little announcement about what honorable mentions
So
may be
what,
getting
what
a
do
little bit
honorable
later.
mentions get, Chris?
Oh, we can announce it now. Every honorable mention gets a hoodie.
Yay!
So,
It's
yay! So yeah, if you're on the Discord, feel free to just DM me your size. But if you're not on Discord and like you're just watching this and your video came up, just email support@comma.ai with your address and your size, and we'll get a hoodie sent out to you. So that's pretty cool.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Hey, $89 value, right?
These comma hoodies are real good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
comma hoodies are super nice. So, yeah, get some nice merch. All right, we ready for the winner of the comma 3 category?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Who's doing the drum roll? Late submission, by the way, came out a few hours ago.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
People are better at pronouncing names than me. This one's by.
I'll go Geer Viao.
Nice. That sounded really good.
It's just a guess. It could be something completely different.
I turned my Corolla into a self-driving car.
What is my car? Is this a brain? 2022?
Is what a brain.
the logo of
This
his.
is my car being driven by Open.
Oh, Yeah, I think it's a brain.
cyborg brain. I see.
So yeah, this is a great video. What I like about it most especially is that he kind of explains what's going on at the beginning, like what is OpenPilot, which is good. I used to do a video a long time ago about what OpenPilot is, but it's definitely a lot better than what
I like
did.
where they show Comic-Con clips.
Me too. Yeah, there's a lot of great Comic-Con footage out there. We really go through a lot of stuff in detail.
Yeah, we're very proud
Ooh,
of
go
our
over, yeah,
Comic-Con
go
videos.
right there.
There's a pretty cool installation sequence.
Yeah, check it out.
Oh yeah, this was super good.
Yeah,
This
that's
was
very
so
nice.
good. And it makes it look pretty easy, which it is pretty easy. It takes some time, but I think anyone can do it.
Yeah, just sticking the mount on correctly with no angle is also a little bit of a. Just be careful.
Yeah. Have you installed Harold?
No, not the whole thing. No,
Not
no.
the whole thing.
I'm waiting until it's ready for the consumer experience. I've installed a lot of mounts though. I feel like half the time you're like you accidentally touch the windscreen and oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is great. And then, it kind of almost qualified both categories, but in some ways it's more than laneless. But he also shows a lot of great laneless examples going through intersections and things like that. And I think, it's just really cool how he shows it successfully going through intersections in different ways. Also, he's critical. Like sometimes it doesn't always go the right way, but all stuff we're working to improve. So,
Yeah.
Honest
Also,
reviews.
it's another thing that's pretty cool is this person has been using for a week.
yeah, for
So
a week.
you can see how his hands are, really around the steering wheel. But if you see the other videos of people uploading, especially the guy who drove for like 10,000 miles, you can see that his hands are, quite comfortably on his lap.
Yeah,
You,
you change your behavior a bit over time, don't you?
Yeah.
So that's really let's check
Yeah,
out
it's,
some of
it's
these.
really
yeah, I like
cool
his intersection tests. Really cool videos.
Yeah, look at this.
Top down.
It's making a curved intersection look easy. Look at that. That is
Downward
nice.
lane lines. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's Google Maps. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, isn't that great?
It's really cool.
I almost did that, but then I pulled out my drone for the videos we did. But that's a great way to show a top-down view.
Yeah.
I really like that. And it's a good camera setup. I think more people should show off how they rig their cameras right. I'll probably do that for us because it's pretty difficult. Oh, look at this, another nice laneless road there.
Nice.
So congratulations, you win $544.46.
Awesome. This actually, I like
what-
this bit a lot. The rotary.
The rotary bit, yeah, that was
Yeah,
it
this
was
is
kind of
really cool.
suspenseful, is
Oh,
what I
this
liked
is
about
on
it.
ramps or
He's
roundabouts?
in a roundabout. It's a pretty big one.
Yeah, it's pretty big. He has a image of the thing.
Yeah, there it
It's
is.
this.
Yeah, it's a roundabout.
It's this.
Looks
Oh,
like
nice.
this.
Is this in America?
I don't know.
I've never seen this.
I haven't seen that in America either.
Nice.
I see you're in the chat, so
Wait, this guy has a green path. Well, everyone has different color paths.
he's on Shane's fork. He
Oh,
said.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he's on Shane's fork.
Yep. But
Yeah, this is
yeah,
pretty
super,
Alex,
super
just join
great.
us in the judging.
Hey guys,
Welcome,
how's
Alex.
it going? Thanks for all your great submissions.
Yeah, they've been
Yeah, the
fantastic.
exhibitions were really great
Did you
overall.
show my favorite one?
Which is that one?
Which one?
Fast.
No,
that one's
not yet,
coming.
not
Oh, that's
yet.
your favorite?
Sorry, I give that one a crowd favorite.
Yeah.
I like that one too.
Maybe we'll play that one in full. It's so short.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah, that one's an exciting one. I like that one.
yeah, and this video ends with a nice time lapse, which is always nice. So
It's a very, very
this
good
was a very-
all-round video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was very complete, very informative. I like
yeah, so it came out a few hours ago. Very, very exciting. But yeah, $544.46. Email support@com.ai if you're not on the Discord. If you are, just message me virtually, Chris. All right. So that's the first category, comma 3 review. Now let's check out some honorable mentions in the second category, which is laneless. So I thought this was pretty cool. This guy
Welcome
has
to
made
the channel.
videos in both for both categories.
Oh, yeah.
And they're honestly both pretty good. So this is
Diversifying his
Yeah.
chances.
he's uploaded I think like 4 videos in the last week, which is great. We love having new open pilot YouTubers come to the scene. I think education's a big thing, and people need to kind of understand what we're doing, and sometimes we can't just be the only ones saying it. So it's very helpful when people make videos like this.
Yeah, I think it's very good because they know the things that they didn't understand before they got into it, and the things that they didn't want to know beforehand, right? So
Also, it's less
Pretty cool.
sketchy, right? When people use it and make videos rather
Yeah,
than
yeah.
just the company making videos.
Yeah, right.
we can try to be honest, but
Yeah.
nobody will believe us anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, even if
Oh,
we're the
look at that
most
over there.
honest company.
George is sneak previewing some hackathon projects.
Wow. Comma hack's gonna be wild. Whoa. That was a close
Very
one.
good at this. We have an announcement too. This is a minor announcement when the judgments.
Okay, you want me to come over in your office when? All right, sounds good. So many announcements today. It's crazy.
So much has been happening at Comma.
I know it's very busy lately. So yeah, this is an honorable mention. This guy does only get one hoodie, even though he's done multiple videos. So
Get our appreciation as well.
yes, we really do appreciate it. And we hope you keep making videos. I think they're great. There's literally no Subaru content creators out there, so you kind of got a good niche there. All right, another honorable mention, the good old Logan Legrand.
We're longtime fans of Logan Legrand.
Longtime fans.
He's got some great content, great explanations.
Yeah, I'm sure most of you know Logan as well. Ooh, we're showing off
This is
what.
our honorable mention.
There it
We're gonna
is.
ship you a Kama hoodie. If you are jealous, you can get one on the shop.
Yep.
Kama.ai/shop.
$89. So
That's right. We'll be sending these to our honorable mentions. Thank you so much.
yeah, they're very nice, very high quality hoodies. So yeah, what I love about Logan got a new car first of all. Got a Highlander.
Yeah.
And he told me that he thinks the tuning lateral and longitudinal is better than his Corolla.
I think the Highlander is the highest turning rate I've seen on any open pilot cars. I was doing some metrics on what's the strongest open pilots ever turned from the data set, and Highlander came up a couple times. So it seems like it's got some of the best lateral control available.
Yeah, this is cool, laneless going through a street like that. Really nice. And you know, Logan knows we always like when he makes a video. He's always you know, very good.
Yeah, this is actually fantastic.
Yeah, it's fantastic. He's showing it. Oh, he said the Highlander's pretty great so far. He just said. So I know you keep getting Kama stuff, but now you're getting a hoodie. I don't know if you already have one, but you're getting another one.
Yeah, so this is basically he's driving straight into this intersection, and then now you can see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
When Pilot made a decision.
Yeah, I think it's great that he's showing the challenges of laneless
Yeah.
as well. I mean, laneless is great at a lot of things, but there's also things we're still working on improving and just inherent challenges. I think it's really cool that he gives a pretty complete picture and like the stuff that can still be worked on. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
so there is one bit that I want to show where basically there's a parked car and laneless, you know, slightly goes around the car, which is pretty cool to see.
Yeah, that is really cool. I wonder where that
forgot
is.
Where it was.
This video is all full of good info. So
Maybe somewhere here.
let's see. This is the intersection one, which is also pretty neat.
Oh,
Goes
yeah,
right
this is
through
the
there.
intersection. So I guess it was somewhere here then.
Hmm. I think it was later.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
this
here
one,
it
this
is.
one. Yeah,
Look at that.
Yeah. So you can see that there is a parked car on the road. It looks like a lead car, but then you see laneless, slightly taking. Yeah.
You know, it's
Oh my God,
showing the
yeah,
intros of something amazing.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's a work in progress. It's getting better every release. And I think I've been working on the end-to-end longitudinal stuff now recently, and I can see a lot of potential. I'm very optimistic. I've been fixing a lot of bugs. Very excited about the next demo.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, one of these weeks maybe we can do another.
Yeah, once we get the next
End-to-end
round of
longitudinal.
improvements on a branch, I can see again. People can see the progress.
Yeah. So congrats, Logan. Thanks for your submission and your continued support. We really appreciate that. All right. Another honorable mention.
You can probably play this.
Well, we can play this one. We'll see if you can hear it. A lot of people around the office really like this one. Well, it's first of all, it's by JS.
Mysterious name.
I like JS a lot. JS does a lot of cool, like, just showing the end-to-end stuff, even longitudinally. But yeah, here we go. Whoa, look at that.
I like this one. This is a punchy little ad.
Yeah,
Pretty
this
cool
Is, this
stuff.
is an ad, yeah.
Yeah. Good beats.
Yeah, this is good beats. We couldn't pay enough to get an ad like this. This is great. If you ever saw OpenPilot on TV, here's how you see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If we ever make a
totally
Super
be
Bowl
that.
ad, I want it to be like this.
Yes. Whoa, look, it's making a lane change with no lane lines. What? That's impressive.
Dude, is it even a lane change if there are no lane lines?
Yeah.
It's a
So there's just something completely different.
philosophical question
Yeah.
there. Whoa.
Was that an actual drone shot?
Yeah,
So,
I think
Oh,
so.
that's pretty cool.
yeah, this is great. Great ad.
Like a human. We might have to use that slogan later. Once we
Very punchy.
our full
Nice.
end-to-end more.
Big fan of that one.
So we love that. You'll be getting a hoodie. Thank you so much for your continued content. It's getting, every video you make I see is getting better. So definitely keep it up. We really do appreciate it. All right. We've come to this point where we got the final winner coming up.
Final winner.
Yes. And another new content creator, someone who's never made an OpenPilot video before. All right, here we go. Oh,
We always like new community members.
we do. All right, Harold, try to.
This is less my
So, yeah, I
my
think you should,
ethnicity.
you should
But I'll go with
sit this one out.
How about you do this?
Of course, Jay. Yes,
This
good
is,
job.
Sci-fi.
That sounds good.
Oh,
Oh,
it's sci-fi.
sci-fi.
It's sci-fi.
Oh my God.
Sci-fi.
So sci-fi, congrats
Oh.
for winning the
We're so
lameless
afraid.
category.
So afraid we couldn't even see the pun.
It was just like a plank from Ed, Ed, and Eddie as the profile picture. That's hilarious.
That's
Um,
funny.
All right, yeah, we'll play a brief bit of this video. It's pretty great.
It's like a Swiss town.
Ooh.
When trying to develop a self-driving vehicle,
It feels like there's a really good script in this video. Like, it feels like,
accurately replicating
Yeah, I
They really
really
know what they're
think
doing.
this one really communicated things super clearly. Really communicated what laneless is and why it exists and why we're approaching the problem the way we are.
Just
Yeah.
stay centered between the lane lines
So-
and don't hit anything.
yeah, it's great. He starts and being like, hey, how come you can't just have a car that, just stays in the middle of lane lines and doesn't hit anything? But it's harder than that. And he shows off some great examples here where we do really good. I think my favorite, this is always a fun example, the country back road where we do really well even with no lane lines. Wonder how long this guy's had OpenPilot. He's got his hands near the wheel as well.
Yeah, I think the stickers are popular on the steering wheel. This is the second person
yeah,
I've
it's
seen
like a-
that.
yeah.
Is
I've
that a
never
thing?
seen that.
Do we need to start doing that?
That's pretty neat though.
Yeah, it is pretty
Oh,
cool.
look, there's a truck coming on.
Yeah, yeah.
This is, I was surprised that he didn't have to take over here. It just,
Nice.
it was
Pretty cool.
hugging right enough
Yeah, he
that
still
it was no
he's
issue.
Trusted very much though, even though there's an oncoming truck.
Yeah, so yeah, pretty sweet. And then let's go over to my favorite one he shows, which is
Oh yeah, this one's good too.
yeah, check this out. You're not gonna believe this. So he's going through an intersection first of all, and he's saying like, how that's cool in itself. That was a curved intersection. But then look at these crazy lane lines going on over here. Like, what is that?
Hmm.
If we had any hand-coded policy, you'd be so screwed right now
He would
because
be
it's
really confused.
I'm really impressed with how good the video footage is in this this one. Like the shots of, I guess of the GoPro in front
Yeah.
look really really good, and it's explained super clearly. I think this is a very well deserved win
yeah, definitely. So you
by
win
sci-fi.
$544.46. Congratulations. So yeah, we're really loving all the community videos. Definitely keep it up if you like making videos. I definitely enjoyed it when I was making OpenPilot videos. It's a lot of fun to just drive around and see what the system can do.
Yeah,
It's pretty fascinating.
yeah. It's a very impressive set of videos.
Yeah.
Really, really happy with all the content.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
definitely.
Definitely good stuff.
Also, it helps around everyone else who already has OpenPilot or who is planning to buy. Just good to see people in the community making videos, and
Yeah,
just nice.
it's nice all around. So everyone keep it up. I think we might have made some new OpenPilot YouTubers with this contest, which is fantastic.
that's
Keep it
awesome.
up. Logan has a lot of subscribers now. I got a lot of subscribers just from doing OpenPilot videos. So if you have any YouTube aspirations, this might be a cool route. Think of how many people do FSD videos. We need more OpenPilot content out there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Should we go see what George's announcement was?
Yes. George, you ready for your announcement? All right. Going in.
No, it's just not on a computer or anything.
Okay.
Bunch of things. It's actually on the board if you guys are paying attention. How to approach this? Let's see. You have this concept of Pareto Optimality. Is there anything that comma could be doing better? And then you have optimality with respect to constraints, right? and something I've said around here a lot of times that should never be a constraint is non-recurring expense, or the amount of money that you can put into things, right? A lot of companies, now of course, spending money is not good. Spending money is bad. Hiring people is bad, right? People are a cost. This is, a lot of people don't think about business like this. They think about, oh, people are growth. No, 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 no. Sales are growth, right? Like I guess for some people, you know, maybe it's kind of like an all attention is good attention kind of theory. Where it doesn't matter if your growth is in negatives or positives, as long as the numbers are getting bigger, some people are happy. I, of course, don't feel that way. Now, so we are raising a small amount of money. I don't want to be SEC'd, you know, I don't want to be SEC'd here. So like, I don't know what I'm allowed to say, what I'm not allowed to say. I didn't consult with my lawyer before talking. I'm not gonna, okay, now I'm gonna send you this link right now to an ERC20 on Uniswap and you all should ape it. No, it's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. The minimum investment is $1 million. We have a whole bunch of people already, basically that we've reached out to, you know, just people we've been in communication with. Accredited investor, obviously, $1 million minimum. And then sort of mission aligned. If it's the kind of thing where you think you're gonna get in, you're gonna flip, or you're gonna push me into SPACing, you're not. You get no control. But yeah, we haven't raised money in a long time. We are a profitable company. We don't have to, but there's two things that we can do better than we're doing right now. And the first one is our data center for research. So the amount of data that we're processing is going up, and the amount of operations we need to do on that data is going up. So models are taking longer and longer to train, given a fixed size of the data center, so we want to make the data center bigger. We're never going to IPO. This company's never going to be owned by bankers, right? So once you IPO or you SPAC, your company is owned by bankers, right? And bankers don't create value. Bankers are middlemen. So we're not interested in anything like that. You know, it's private equity. Now, you know, I don't know how much am I allowed to say? How much do I say in private conversations? It's on YouTube. Whatever. You know who you are. If you're interested and you approach in the right sort of way, there's a possibility you could be included in the round. But again, it's really about people who are aligned with long-term value creation in the future. And hopefully there's enough of them out there, because honestly, if there's not, well, fuck it, we're not raising money. But if there are, you can subtly reach out, and I will justify our valuation, talk about our plans in the future. But there's two basic things that money would, while it's not necessary, money would help us. One is buying a larger data center. Why don't you just put everything in the cloud? Yeah, great. You will own nothing and you will like it. No, we don't like that. The cloud's very expensive, especially for deep learning. So we do all our machine learning stuff on premises. We need a bigger data center. And that also means we need a bigger office. We have, the main thing that we've exhausted at this office is the power. So we're out of power, and we're gonna get a new office with more power and a bigger data center. And the other thing, and we could do this with debt, but you know, I think that if you're the right person, you learn the details of the round, you'll see why we're doing it this way, is purchasing parts in bulk. So the Comma 3 costs us a lot to make. You've seen me gripe about this on many videos. The gross margin on the Comma 3 is lower than the gross margin on the Comma 2. This is very unfortunate. So for every dollar we get in from Comma 3 sales, we keep less of it. More of it just goes straight out to our suppliers. But one way that we can mitigate this is by starting to purchase in bulk, starting to purchase stuff in real bulk. So that's another thing that we can do with money. new data center in Plano. Yeah, a bunch of guys shilling for Texas. I don't know. I think we're gonna stay right here in San Diego. I don't think we're moving. But yeah, so that's that. If you're interested, you know who you are. The main thing we're looking for is people who are aligned with a long-term value creation for the future and are not interested in finance scams. There's a lot of finance scamming going on today, you know. So we don't do scams. We're here to complete our company mission, which is to solve self-driving cars while delivering cheap intermediaries. So I think that's that announcement. I don't think I really have anything else to say about that. But yeah, what is it? Oh, four things. COPD, you know, it's easy to remember, right? I remember my talking points, right? Cars, office, parts, data center are all places where we can expand in such a way that we can accelerate the mission of the company. Accelerate the mission of the company. That's the right way to do it, right? So maybe 2 years ago there wasn't really a way. Maybe a year ago there wasn't really a way. Like a bunch of people reached out to invest, and I was like, well, you know, really tell me how if we raise more money, we can accomplish the company's mission faster. And I got back a lot of bullshit. I got back a whole lot of bullshit about, well, you could hire more people. You could hire people and pay them more money. God, all you're looking for is ways to, you know, it's like more people. People are a liability, you know, like we hire people. We have great people, but it's not about like some like what we're trying to like. Oh, well, I gotta grow my influence in my division. So if I hire more people, my division gets bigger and I have more influence. You see, none of that. You know, comes a dictatorship, right? But you get the benefits of dictatorship. Yeah, bulk orders, how big? You guys haven't sold that many threes. On the order of magnitude of tens of thousands. Would you shifting to drones? No. Drones, you know, the main problem with people think that self-driving cars, there's some regulatory barrier for them. There's not. The self-driving car barrier is almost entirely technical. The drone barrier is almost entirely regulatory. It's actually really easy to make a drone that can fly from point A to point B because, you know, there ain't much to hit in the sky. The problem, the reason we don't have drone delivery services has everything to do with FAA regulation and nothing to do with the practicalities of building it. At least I hope so. I hope, you know, it's a much easier problem than self-driving cars. I don't know. Maybe we've declined to a point where we can't even solve that anymore. The dictatorship eventually falls. Yeah, so does the democracy. So does every form of government. The trick is to, you know, sow the seeds when the growing is good. Does this round of funding mean we'll have an actual data center now? Well, what do you mean by actual data center? I learned the kind of cooling we use in our data center. You know, it's like we don't have air conditioners. We just bought a bunch of fans. This is apparently a real thing. It's called free cooling, and Facebook does it now too. All these suckers were spending 40% of their power bill on air conditioning. Right? So no, we're gonna still have free cooling. We're gonna move the filters into the air system and not to the front of the computers, so we won't have those stupid filters on the front of the computers anymore. It's not a data center, it's a compute cluster. We're never going to have a real data center. We're always going to have a compute cluster, and that's for legal reasons. Can I officially call it a data center? Hell no. Sorry, I should not have said data center. You know, data center / compute cluster G. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's that. Nothing to hit in the sky. Declaring aliens is fake news. Where do these people come from? Went on equity crowdfund. God, what? I'm gonna go on Weeshstocker or whatever those things are. Not for me. It's not for me. You know why? Because, like, you know, look, we're gonna get like probably really it's gonna be like 5 people. And I'm going to talk with these 5 people. And if they're good, reasonable people, they're let into the round. If they say things that secretly let me know that they're dirty bankers, well, then they're not welcome in the round. But, you know, at the equity, with the crowdfund things, it's like, oh, I want to, you know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying. No, I'm not. Crypto, while it's not the bankers, it's another class of kind of gross people. I mean, no, you know what? They're better than the bankers. They're better than the bankers, but no, we're never doing a coin. So comma can never be acquired. I mean, I'm before and after this round, I am the majority shareholder and sole board member. The only way comma is getting acquired is if I believe there's a company out there actually more capable of achieving the mission. You know, you guys heard the expression YOLO? You guys know what it stands for? You know, you only live once. Do you want to live for bankers? I don't want to live for bankers. I want to, you know, build AI and save the world, right? When is our vision stack going to replace the car? ACC. Is comma a unicorn? No. Our valuation's not that high. I'm not a scammer, right? Yeah. Again, if you're the right type of person, you reach out. You get all the details, and our valuation's not $1 billion yet. It will be. Here's an argument. Here's a simple argument for $1 billion comma valuation, right? So if our final version of the device is $1,000, and we sell 100,000 of them per year, that's 100 million in revenue. With a 10x revenue multiple, that's $1 billion company, right? So pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward argument. And 10x revenue multiple is small. For reference, I think Mobileye sold at a 42x revenue multiple. So you know, maybe if we're actually selling 100,000 devices a year, which is very clearly a market for, we're looking at more like a $4 billion valuation. That sounds about right. Yeah, I think that's a good sort of growth trajectory. What opportunities? I kind of hate that word. Everybody says the word opportunity, especially when people refer to things that have like much more normal like terms like job, and they say the word opportunity. I'm like, I don't know. No, more cars. So we can, you know, like for example, we should have a Chrysler. Right? We don't have a Chrysler right now, and people buy the Chrysler and they have a bad experience. Like we don't want that. So we should have like one car from every brand. You know, the great thing too about all these things I'm talking about is they're buying assets, right? They don't like I'm not looking to blow the money on something stupid. You know what I mean? I don't even know. I'm trying to even think like how these people blow money. It's mind blowing to me. You know, cars are assets. Obviously, they depreciate. Could hire another Deeb. If you know another Deeb, we'll hire him. We'd love to hire him. The problem is find another Deeb. You know, we're always looking. You're not rich. If you're not rich, you the private equity. You shouldn't play private equity. The SPACs are disgusting, and somebody should come in and clean them up. But you know. Nope. We got to regulate the cryptos, but let the SPACs go. That's what we get. You're in a Deeb in training. Well, you know how a Deeb started. He started some import requests. Don't you need advertising to sell 100,000 units? How many cars does Tesla sell, and how much advertising does Tesla do? Right? It's the same thing. What did Tesla do? Well, Tesla did the same thing that we're gonna do, right? You know, okay. The common three is something we say a lot around here is the common 3 is the most expensive. It probably will be the most expensive, but it is also the most complex device Comma will ever build. The common 3 has a lot of things in it that are overkill, which are great, but you know, as our stuff gets more refined, it turns out we'll be able to make do with less. So look at Tesla, right? Tesla launches the Model S, it's a great car, but eventually, in order to reach mass markets, they launch the Model 3. So we have to figure out what our version of launching the Model 3 is. But the trick is, the Model 3 in a lot of ways is a better car than the Model S. You see the same thing with Oculus too, right? You look at like the Rift. I think CV1 was $800. Yeah. I don't think the CV1 Crescent Bay. I forget exactly what they call it, but you see that, you know, and you can buy like a Quest 2 now for $300, and they're really. I've changed my mind on the Quest 2. I love the Quest 2. I got a new strap. That improved it a lot. I got Oculus Link cable, but Fisi. Close. Making do with less is a super awesome approach. Well, yeah, that's a common, right? Like, so Tesla's cars, you know, the Model 3 benefited a lot from years and years of Tesla's experience in building cars, and we're looking for something similar. So to come back to your question, do we need advertising to sell 100K units? No, we need a better unit to sell 100K units. The Comet 3 is not going to sell 100K units. The Comet 3 should outsell the Comet 2, and, you know, so on and so forth. I don't stream on Twitch anymore. It requires Facebook. God, don't read the news. Any chance of a blog post going over the DM model? You see our new thing about mask augmentation? That's coming out soon. Will more of OpenPilot ever go from Python to being rewritten in C? It's almost all C now. What part of it's not C? Every like, it's all C. Fortunately for you, Tesla's now a robotics company. Yo, we were a robotics company first. Elon stole all that shit from me. Nah, I don't think he stole it. Great minds think alike, you know. But, we do use an efficient NP2. Change its follow distance based on that. Yo, that's such small-minded thinking. Stop thinking like that. As a human, when you drive, do you think, oh, I'm in a dense traffic situation. I am going to lower my following distance to 2. Right? I look like Mark Zuckerberg. Maybe that's how he drives. No hate for Zuckerberg. The Oculus Quest 2 is a nice product. I take back all the hate. Any hints for calibration challenge? Computer vision. Use computer vision. If you've thought about that. When's the next robot C3 is gonna be stuck on is the brain? Yo. That's what we got this thing for, man. We're gonna stick a Comet 3 on a pole. We're gonna figure out. Okay, we're gonna figure out. Look. Cooks and cleans, right? How do we make a Comet 3 cook and clean? Questions about this are, if we're gonna make it cook and clean, well, how many arms do you need? Right, this body's probably good, but how many arms do you need? Do you need 2? Or you use 1 okay? If you have 2 arms or 1 arm, how many fingers do you need on those arms? ETA level 5. All right. 4 arms. I mean, maybe you need 4. Is there a chance the nav will take over the whole screen? Yeah, we're hiring a designer. We interviewed someone who's pretty good, and they're coming to the hackathon. And yeah, eventually we hope for like a unified. The split screen is kind of it's the simplest thing to imagine, but I think stuff can be done better. We're a robotics company. Yeah, we're a robotics company. The common, I mean, you can think of the car right now as the common body, right? Comet 2s connect to we have this car harness which connects it to the car, right? But if we want to attach it to a mop, well, what does a mop harness look like? And we want it to be generic for like mops and brooms and knives and forks and spoons and whatever else you use for cooking. I don't know, I don't cook that much. Pots and pans and stuff. But what is the generic interface to that? It's arms. Actually, wouldn't it be funny if the comma body could get into a car and drive it, you know? That's why we say, like, people are thinking they're building self-driving cars. Like, no, you're not building a car, you're building a person. Any update on OpenPilot 0.8.10? Did you watch the rest of the video? Will OpenPilot be fully laneless? Yeah, 0.9. Oh, maybe there's a lot of people out there who don't know what comma is, and advertising what comma is will help. Advertising is for losers. Building better products is for winners, right? Eventually, if you build something that's just so good, everyone will hear about it. You know what I mean? Like, you think they needed to advertise refrigerators? I'm sure they did, especially when there's competition. But if you were the only guy who had a refrigerator, you know, word would get around about that. He's got cold beer. making mail transporters. I don't even know what that is. Tesla advertises on YouTube. Oh, that's too bad. They should not. Don't pay for eyeballs. Don't pay for eyeballs. Right? It's like the corporate version of hiring hookers. Comma isn't user-friendly enough for the people that are hearing about comma from an ad. Exactly. So then you get to the truth of it, and the problem is not that we don't have an ad, the problem is the comma isn't user-friendly enough. Now, ask yourself this. Are we more user-friendly than we were last year? Are we more user-friendly than we were the year before? This starts to be a positive thing to focus on, right? How do we build something that is more and more user-friendly and easier to use? That's an engineering problem, right? That's good. Solve engineering problems, that's how you save the world. Do you buy algorithms from China? Yeah, go to the Shenzhen markets here. You got any algorithms? Yeah, you gotta come down here, you know? It's right next to the pangolins. Then you can focus on advertising, or you could never focus on advertising. That's an interesting idea, right? What do you think of that? Yeah, we have a well-priced product to sell. The Comma 3 represents like the flagship. Comma 3 represents the high end. It's nice. It's real nice. It's not the iPhone SE. You consider an AI on bikes, bro. Sometime I think you guys are GPT-3, you know? Have you considered sunscreen for cows? There's a Malcolm in the Middle episode about that. What's your role in comma? That's a personal question. It is well priced. Yeah, I think the comma 3 is worth it for what you get. But remember, it has to do with like a market which evolves over time, right? So like, yeah. Advertising is a scam, it does not work. I mostly agree with that. Also, you have to remember who you're enriching with advertising, right? Like some of it, if we ever even considered it, it would be like direct with certain, you know, sort of content creators who we'd want to fund anyway. Anybody who's paying for Google and Facebook ads, it's unforgivable. Like it's really, don't do that. Don't starve those companies. You know, you can figure out how to directly fund people. It's like, hey, you make cool content, you know, yeah, shout me out, maybe, we'll see. Do any electric cars work without power?
Not yet. I mean, the Teslas.
The Teslas, yeah, the Teslas.
We got a bunch of, you know, hybrid electric vehicles work, you know?
Yeah.
Ionic and, you know, Prius plug-in hybrids and stuff.
Yeah. Prius Prime. That's an electric car, right?
Yeah, I guess.
You can. I mean, can you go highway speeds with an electric
Yeah, you
car?
can. On the Prius, yeah. Some people
Yeah.
like fill up once every like half a year if they have local.
Well, yeah, but can you get on the highway even if you're
Yeah.
going short distance? All right, cool. Do you mine Ethereum on your GPUs, but you don't need to deep learn for extra cash? No, because power is so expensive here. What's customer fund? You'll find out after we raise money. You know, it's just we want to make sure that you know the Comma 2 it was less reliable than we all would have liked. You know, it wasn't. Some people make the situation out to be much more dire than it actually is, but you know, it's not perfect, and it's a way that we can improve. So the customer fund would allow us to do something like, you know, if hypothetically we ever did a Comma 2 buyback, maybe even if your Comma 2 broke, we would include it in the buyback, right? Now this, you know, we lose money on that, but it's, you know, it's like a customer loyalty kind of thing. So that's what the customer fund is, you know. Ethereum mining is insanely profitable. Yeah, maybe it is. It burns our GPUs too. Like, oh great, we're making $17 a day burning our GPUs. Is Ford still out of the question? No, the new F-150 should work. The problem with Ford is that it's only available on the high trim cars. Like Toyota and Honda, it's available on all the cars, and that's why it's a lot better. You're making $2,400 a month with 10x 3080s. All right, I will briefly do the math on Ethereum mining with our GPUs and our compute cluster, and we'll see if it's worth it.
Show for the CTF.
Is,
For the hackathon.
is the CTF still going on?
It's a rolling submission.
Oh,
We want more
yeah.
high quality submissions.
Yeah, if you haven't done the CTF yet, go do it. You're still getting invited to the hackathon, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
excellent.
little higher now, but
Yeah, the bar's a little higher, but yeah, if you haven't done the CTF yet, probably better off buying ETH instead of mining it, but that costs money. Why not integrate with edge devices? I don't know what that means. Integrate with edge device. Do you know what that means?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. Sometimes, you know, again, sunscreen. Think of all the cows that stand around in the sun all day. Don't they need sunscreen? In before there actually is cow sunscreen. In not even proof of stake. Yo,
Stuff's going down.
we're very excited at Comma for proof of stake because the GPUs are going to be cheap. What's up, Alex?
Just seeing how things are going.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about our fundraising. We didn't say anything that would trigger the SEC.
Oh, thank goodness.
We don't like. We
I'm done
are.
with lawyers this week, so that's great.
Oh my God, lawyers. What happened at Cherry Computer? What you guys like? What did I raise money? Did I incorporate a company? No, I wrote a blog post. You know, some of y'all are the reason I don't stream anymore.
You talking about the hackathon a little?
Yeah, Deep just came in.
Yeah, you don't talk about the hackathon.
It's gonna be our last hackathon in this
Let you
office.
buy a 15% stake in Comma? All right. Right now, 17% of Comma is owned by investors. After this round, it'll be about 19. Miners will move to new coins. Yeah, they probably will.
We're gonna talk about crypto.
No, we were talking about should we be mining Ethereum with our GPUs when they're not training?
I mean, it's a lot of wear and tear.
Yeah, I don't know, but what if it turned out we could make like $1,000 a day? Would that be worth it?
I don't think so.
No.
Even 1,000 a day? 1,000 a day would be worth it. I don't think we can make 1,000 a day.
We're using them. If we had spare compute.
No. Our data center has like a 30% utilization.
Oh, maybe it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't think it's $1,000 a day though. I think it's more like $100 a day, and now it's like, all right, we make 30 grand a month.
I
Great.
think it's not really worth it
Yeah.
at all.
Let's sell one more common
I think we should just encourage people to buy more
Torque
devices
interceptors
with crypto.
have serious safety issues, right? You know, if you see someone, you know, ever like posting about a torque interceptor or how they got one to work, like, Comma, you know, again, we're a 20-person company and we can't build a torque interceptor. Right? We don't have the ability to do the safety validation required to like an ASLD level. We probably could, but it requires a lot of resources. And like, it's unfortunately one of these things that it's very easy to build one, but it's very, very hard to build one that's safe. And the amount of engineering validation that goes into it, right? Like Comma has a safety model. And a lot of, like, we can mess with our models. We can change our AI models to be whatever, and they don't impact our safety model because we're using a lot of the safety that's built into the car. Right? We use the messages that the car is shipped with, and that the car is designed to use to turn the steering wheel and to hit the brakes for ADAS systems, right? When you start trying to hack in ADAS systems to cars that didn't ship with them, they put the manufacturers and the tier ones who make these steering racks put a lot of effort into making sure those things are safe. So, you know, I'd be really worried if I saw, if you see things like torque interceptors or things that start to like spoof parking modes, using these things in ways that they were really not designed for. Like OpenPilot doesn't use the car in a way that it was not designed for. We just put smarter AI basically in the camera.
to make better steering decisions than the ones the stock camera makes. But if you start actually changing what the controls look like, you're in an area where you can have a lot of issues with functional safety. Could a Panda set off airbags? Probably not. There might be some ways to do it, but they would look more like exploits than they would. There's no normal CAN message that will set off an airbag. The sensors are directly wired to the airbag controller. Airbags are another thing that are ASIL-D. I believe it's ASIL-D to not have unintentional airbag deployment. Because, again, unintentional airbag deployment, you're likely to cause an accident. The same is true with a bad electronic power steering. In terms of processing power, how big of an improvement will the new compute cluster be? 5x. We're looking at 5x. We're looking at 5x, and we got $2 million budget. So yeah, $2 million is the whole budget. It includes the build out of all the stuff. We've spent about $500,000 on the data center so far. So yeah, we can get 5x with 2 million. Actually, maybe even only $1 million, but that's the conservative budget. All right, cool. If I'm getting asked about baseball teams, that's time. That's the end of the stream.
One person always ruins it.
Yeah. I did like Houston. I like Boston too. They're nice cities. But if you said the Yankees,
All right. Bye, George.
Bye.
So again, thank you all for the video submissions, and definitely check out the CTF if you haven't. I'll put a link in the video description. You can still do the CTF, and Comma Hack is going to be, I believe, November 12th to 14th right here in San Diego. So if you're still interested in that, definitely check it out. And yeah, congratulations to the winners of the video contest, and we'll see you all in a different live stream later. Bye.